What's up, everybody? Welcome to Northport, Florida. I've seen this place on the news recently. We're actually going to do a video here regardless because I like Northport. It's a great place. They've built a lot of new stuff here. What this place was lacking was a little bit of investment. They just finally built this whole little shopping plaza here. There's a gas station, a Taco Bell, McDonald's. You know, they're starting to get like little basic things that this place needs. A little bit of investment, which is what most of these Florida towns just need, is a little bit of investment.
I like this place a lot. It's
like
starting to be really, really good.
You know, if they put in stores and stuff, that's what this place needed, really, and they're starting to do it little by little.
Mm-hmm. They have a Waffle House here now.
And they got one of the new Waffle Houses. Now, if you ain't been to the new Waffle Houses, it's quite the experience, because Waffle House's food isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's their customer service that usually is bad, and the design of the interior. But these new Waffle Houses, they're laid out really differently. I mean, they figured out it was like horrible design to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So these new Waffle Houses are great.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that outdated crap. So ahead of us is Northport Police Department's over there, and the City Hall's over here. They have created like a little town center, which another thing 90% of these Florida towns don't have is a town center. Like, these towns weren't really, just horrible how they build these Florida places. Like Lehigh Acres, for example, doesn't have a town center. So Northport actually has a town center. So despite what you've heard on the news and what's going on with all that, which is kind of weird because we were on a road trip and we went to New York, and then we were going to head out to Utah and that area up that way. We were heading to Montana and all that. And when everything kind of, I was in New York, and when I first saw it on the news, I must have been in New York when I first saw it on the news. It's like a little memorial here by downtown that the people have made. A little memorial here with a bunch of teddy bears and stuff. Large memorial has been erected here, right in front of the City Hall. I mean, the people here are upset with raising. We're also from Southwest Florida. We're also on a road trip. We also went to New York and then headed west. And when I was in New York, I saw this thing on the news, and I was like, we're not heading out west. There's too many things in common. I don't want people to think this was us. Because we're also a couple from Southwest Florida who's also a YouTuber, who's also on the road. So there's a little memorial here that the community set up. You can see it right there. A little memorial the community set up. It's a lot of people out here. A lot of presence from law enforcement as well. It's just crazy, man. Like, how, you know, this is a great place to be from or live. Not everybody can even live in a place like this. You go to like Memphis, you go to Detroit, you go to a lot of those places. Well, actually, Detroit ain't all that bad, but there's places that like really suck to be from. Like, here's the police department's right here, and they're actually news reporters right there as well. They set up a tent with lighting and everything. I mean, it's that much. There's actually that much. There's a helicopter right here. I think it's just part of the regular paramedics for the area. So yeah, there's news people everywhere. There's this is national news here. At the end of the day, with everything going on, think about being able to be from a place like this and having your family live in a place like this. You know what I mean? Then think about how fortunate you are just to be from here. You know what I mean? Like, palm trees, new buildings. You know what I mean? Like, then to be able to road trip. Like, we saved to do that road trip that was somewhat similar in scale. We pretty much our life savings to a degree. I mean, you worked our whole lives saving up to be able to do that. Like, you don't do that when you're 18 years old. You have to like work up to that. It's a lot of money. Not everybody will even get to do stuff like that in their lifetime. You know what I mean? I do sometimes we just get complacent with what we get in life. We get so much given to us, and I mentioned this on my channel before. Like, where life gives you so much, and then you do so little with what you're given. Because there's people who would love to be able to road trip the country. They'll never be able to do it. You know what I mean? Then you got people who would love to live and be from a place like this, and they don't get to do it. They're from freaking Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or you know what I mean? Or freaking Memphis, Tennessee. They don't get to see a beach. You know what I mean? Chill, Silverado LT. That dang Silverado right there. They got their Starbucks in there. Oh, I love the headlights on that one. There's nicer headlights on that one. You know, life gives you so much. Life gives you a great place to be from, the opportunity to travel. So I just don't get it. Some people are given so much and they do so little with it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go now to the residential neighborhood now. I mean, there's all types of stuff going on here, so I don't know how close we're gonna be able to get to the area. But we're gonna at least try to get into the residential neighborhood. I know exactly where the house is and everything, but we're just gonna try to get near it. Everything on this video is personal opinion disclaimer. You know what I mean? You're welcome. Thanks for being a jerk. You didn't have to do that. But now you're one car ahead of me. Congrats to you for being in a rush. Conmigo no. I just think it's crazy how, like, you could be from an environment like this, you know, so nice. Who the crap knows, man? People get on stuff too. I don't know. You know, as I travel across the country, you get to see some messed up people living in some messed up situations. I mean, you get to go to places like you know, like when we went to Kensington in Philadelphia. Places got issues, but in those neighborhoods, there's residential houses that butt right up against that, you know, railroad track where all that stuff happens. Somebody's just being rude. Like this car behind me tried to cut off the car, you know, try to get in line, and people behind him are honking horn. And now he's trying to pass me. He's pulling a U-turn anyway, so what's the big deal? I don't get why people are so angry. Like, it's just an old lady in a Cadillac. You can barely see over her steering wheel. You know, like, you're from a place like this, man. You ought to be happy and thankful that you live in a place like this. Palm trees, everything's new. Roads are paved, there's no potholes. You see people like in Kensington. People say so many bad things about Kensington. It's all over the internet. I was like, there's like 3 YouTube channels now, I think, that do nothing but show Kensington. You know? And they've literally created YouTube channels just based off of Kensington. I don't know if people are driving through here normally with this much traffic, or if it's just everybody driving through this neighborhood trying to make a point or something. Out of curiosity, there's a lot of traffic through here. I don't know if this is normal. It's just normal, like, well, it's 3 in the afternoon. Is there school here or something? This bubblegum is getting annoying. I got nowhere to put it. Got nowhere to put my bubblegum. Got a piece of paper or something? This whole graphic right here. This will do. Not sure why I'm even chewing bubblegum during a video. It's kind of rude to my subscribers. You see here, there's like a mirror right here, and the news is here as well. So there's a lot going on in this neighborhood. This is ABC 7. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot going on in this neighborhood. A lot. There's a detour, so you can't go back over there. They got it blocked off. It says road closed. Really local traffic. If you don't live here, you can't go here. You can see down there. All that stuff going on. So yeah, it's closed off as you would expect. FBI and everything down there. But at the end of the day, you know, I just feel that some people don't appreciate what they're given. No parking. So they already had issues with people parking here. No parking signs everywhere. Like a little roundabout here. Some people are given a lot in life, you know what I mean? Great opportunities to be successful. I've gone over this so many times on my channel. And then other people, like, there's people in that Kensington neighborhood who where all that's going down, that they have families. And they're there because that's all they can afford. And, well, what else can you say? It's all they can afford. That's where their family's at. And they're living right up against all that. And their kids have to walk over that to get to the school bus or whatever. You know what I mean? But just because you're from that environment doesn't mean you're going to end up like that. You can be very successful. And that's just, and I've said this on my channel before, and that's just economically. You can see the house right through there. That's the house right there. I believe that's the house right there on the other side. Sorry if you live here, you kind of got put on the spot, y'all. I believe that's it right there. But anyways, got this U-Haul delivery driver. Not U-Haul, what are they called? UPS or whatever? Those guys are like always in a rush to get somewhere. Texas flag. Good old Texas. Texas. Well, you know, some people get given great opportunities and they do absolutely nothing with it. Other people are given pretty tough odds and they make it against them. So if you have good odds, take advantage of it. If you're given a crappy package in life, then you just have to endure more. It doesn't give you an excuse to be crappy. You know what I mean? It definitely doesn't give you an excuse to be crappy. For rent right there, look. Those are hard to find. That is hard to find in Southwest Florida. So if you're looking for a rent, what street are we on right now? Just in case anybody's looking for rent, they are hard to find right now. It's on the corner of Savia and Wabasso. Savia, S-A-V-I-A, Savia. If you're looking for a rent, they are really hard to come across in Southwest Florida. So, well, there it is, guys. Not sure why there's so much traffic here. I'm trying to go that way. See if they'll let me through. Anybody coming from the other direction? Anybody coming the other direction, Katie? Because I can't see.
No.
No? Okay. Traffic's all going that way. You gonna make it in Tampa today, or you want to look at those lots that I want to look at?
Either one. I like Tampa.
Yeah, sure.
Tampa is like one of my favorite places in Florida.
Yeah, the YouTuber subscribers love Tampa, but it's already 3 in the afternoon.
We're already most of the way there.
About another hour. I like Tampa. It's a good drive back too in the rain. We'll figure out where we're going to next. Tampa won the vote, you know what I mean?
So I guess we kind of have to go to Tampa.
Yeah. Tampa did win the vote. They won the vote. On our channel, we vote. So if you see our community posts, we vote. And about like 95% of the time, I go where the vote goes. I think there was one time we voted and I didn't do what the vote said. But, you know, when we see those opportunity to vote on our channel, vote where we get to go next. So you guys decide where we go. We don't decide. We just look at 4 or 5 places, and you guys usually get to decide where we go. Not a lot of your channels do that, but we're cool like that. And Tampa won this time. Look, guess we could do some nighttime videos in Tampa. They like Tampa no matter what. Even the night videos are great in Tampa. I can't say we've done a Tampa trip that hasn't been successful. They really like Tampa. But overall, Northport's a great community, and this is kind of one of those things that's going to stay in this community for forever, basically. The community and all that. It's kind of like there's a few places in the country, like Parkland, Florida, and all that. It's just something happens in a place, and then those neighborhoods kind of always have to carry that with them. You know what I mean?
And if you're looking to invest here, invest. It's a great place to invest.
Yeah. We're looking to invest here. Yeah, we're also looking to embezzle people.
No.
I just don't know how to do it. It sounds like a fun crime, embezzlement.
No, it's not.
It's a fun crime. How do you embezzle somebody?
You take other people's money.
And not do anything with it? That's embezzlement?
Embezzling is like taking from your employer, taking money from people.
I work for YouTube. How do I take YouTube's money?
By putting out videos. You're not really...
An embezzlement?
No, you're earning it.
Okay. I can't embezzle myself?
No, you cannot embezzle at all.
But it sounds fun. Listen to how it sounds.
No.
What do you think? I embezzle a few people. It sounds like cool, like, you know, like...
You can bedazzle a few people.
What's bedazzle?
Bedazzle is like putting jewels on something.
Like amaze people.
No, like having a cloth and putting like those shiny stones or
I thought that meant like to amaze people. Bedazzle, like bedazzle people.
Bedazzle.
Man, my show was so interesting. I bedazzled people.
No.
So I can't embezzle anyone. Huh. Have you ever embezzled anyone?
Nope.
Has an employer embezzled you? Possibly. I've been embezzled by an employer. You work 41 hours and they pay you 40.
Mm-hmm.
They do that to 10 other employees and they make $120 extra. You know what I mean? Crappy people out there. There are some crappy people. But there it is, guys. Northport's actually a great place, and we're actually going to look at a few pieces of real estate while we're here. You want to grab that phone, and we can look at a few little places. There's on this side of the highway. Now, I don't like most, like 90% of houses are on this side of 75. I actually like the other side of 75. This guy's from New York, because on this side of 75, there's less people. And I like, if I were building a house, I would personally want to build a house as far away from everybody as possible. Like, just have a little piece of tranquility where I can do whatever I want. And if you're closer to people, you just can't do that. So I personally would rather be out here if I were buying a lot. But somehow, some way, that is not what people are looking for. Lots in that way bring more money. I like it out here though. Oh, vultures are eating something right there.
Mm-hmm.
Vultures are eating something right there in those woods. That's kind of odd. Maybe I can investigate. This is gorgeous out here. I would love. You know, you can get a lot out here for like less than $20,000. I would love. Look how pretty this is out here. And then you're right by the interstate.
Where?
See, they are building houses on this side.
Yeah.
Let's look at the. Open up the properties that are for sale out here. See, they're building houses out here.
Your realtor app froze.
Okay, see, they're building houses out here. You get what I mean? Like, they're building out here.
Yeah. There's info right there.
Is that for sale?
The lot, yeah.
The lot, yeah, I'm gonna grab it because See, they're building a lot. They're building. All right, guys, I'm gonna check out. But yeah, I'm looking to buy some real estate on this side of Northport, and there's information for that lot right there. I want to grab it because I like this area.